Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our dream of simple living. My name is Adrian, and I am so happy to have you here with me today. We are outside in the garden getting some things done. So I am out here basically just kind of laying more landscape staples and getting our area ready for my husband and I to finish up the remainder of the beds. Alright, so basically, I know that you guys have heard me in several videos talk about how we're restructuring our garden. I have shown some snippets of that. We are not 100% done, but we are getting done. We're getting there. I'm sorry guys, the trash pickup is happening right outside, right at my street. So if you hear the garbage truck, just know that that's what it is. We have planes flying overhead and birds chirping, which is probably my favorite part of the day. It is still early, not super early, but early enough, of course, in the winter for it to be somewhat peaceful in the garden in the morning, which I absolutely love. So today's high is going to be about 51. We are in Mississippi, zone 7B, 8A, I believe, since it changed. Honestly, I can't really keep up with it, but we've had really a mild winter so far. We have still been able to get out here and get some things done. Yesterday was brutally cold for us. It was in the 30s most of the day. But typically if it warms up to about 40 or 50, we're okay to get out here. And yesterday what we did get a chance to do in between the rain was we got a chance to lay out our wood where we want our beds. And so that was really helpful. And so today we're just going to get out here, cut our end pieces for our beds, and then we are going to get them all set up and ready to go. The only thing that will be left is to finish adding soil into our beds, which we'll get that delivered. I am hoping to do some soil tests and get all of that going, and yeah, so I'm excited. Now, the reason for today's video is really not to talk so much about the garden, but to talk about a challenge that I'm super excited to be participating in. I participated in this challenge last year, and it changed our lives for, I mean, the better. Like, honestly, even though after the challenge, you know, we still kind of changed things up, it was so helpful to us, and it really helped us as far as how we view things that we purchase at the grocery store and things that we have in our pantry. So I am going to be doing the pantry challenge, and that challenge is hosted by Jessica over at Three Rivers Homestead. I absolutely love Jessica. I tune into basically every single one of her videos. She is definitely an inspiration to me and my family, and I mean, to me, my family doesn't really know her, but a lot of her practices that I've put into place has really helped my family. And so with that challenge, what I really love about it is that Jessica gives you, you know, it's basically an open challenge. You make your own rules, so it's not like this hard fast thing where it's like you have to do this, which I really love. And I can't really remember last year exactly how I did it, but I do, I have been thinking this morning kind of how I'm going to do it this year. For me, we actually have my daughter's birthday right at the beginning of January, so I know that the first few days of January we will actually be going to the grocery store at some point. And there is where, like, I've basically gotten all of my produce, fresh produce in my refrigerator is basically gone. So when we go and purchase her birthday cake or whatever dinner it is that she wants for her birthday, then I will purchase some produce, and that'll probably be the last that I purchase for a while. Now, I do remember last year that I set a budget of about $20 to $25, or maybe $40 every 2 weeks, $20 every week, to purchase dairy, to purchase fresh produce and things like that. So I will most likely do that. But my biggest focus for this challenge, my puppy dog, come here, Bubs. Come here. You want to say hey to the people? You want to say hey, Rover? Say hey. Say hello. He is not the camera dog. It's like, this is not. Oh, now you want to come closer. Hey, baby. He could probably smell my chapstick on my lips. Don't knock the camera over. You're too big to go through there. Rover, go. Move. But I will most likely set that budget for about $40 a week or every 2 weeks, because that's really all we need. One of the things that I have found with participating in these challenges is not even just participating in the challenges, but I was overdoing it when it came to produce. I would buy a lot of produce and then it would just go bad. And so that is one of the things that this year I'm really working to eliminate, because I don't want to have a bunch of food waste. And so that is what this challenge means to me. I'm looking in the window. My husband is actually getting ready to come out here and help me. So if he's ready to get started, then we'll pause this and we'll come back later, because I want to work with him while he's able to get some things done, because he actually has some work to get done. Anyway, so the pantry challenge for me is, you know, not just this hardcore, let me get rid of every single thing that I have in my house, but it really is to use the things that I know that I have that I haven't used. For instance, I have a bunch of freezer meals that are just in the freezer that I've never used. Those things need to be used up. One of the reasons that we are expanding our garden is so that we can grow so much more this spring and summer and fall and upcoming seasons. And so I want to kind of go into this with basically not just a clean slate, but I want to go into this being able to add more things to my pantry shelf. And so this is going to be very, very beneficial, because they're just things that I have, jellies and cowboy candy and you know, just pasta and things that we really, really need to get rid of, because there's so much more preservation that I plan to do this upcoming garden season. So I'm really excited to be able to do this. And then also I have whole chickens in my freezer. I have whole turkeys in my freezer that I really need to go ahead and process and put those things on my pantry shelf. So to me, it's not just about eliminating things on the pantry shelf, but it's really about what things do you have that you need to go ahead and process and get out of the way for the upcoming preservation season. So I'm trying to see, is the sun like doing things? It probably is. So let me switch position. All right, so like I was saying, it's not just about eliminating things on my shelf, but it really is for me about preserving things that need to be preserved, putting those things on the shelf, and just being a better steward of what we have. It makes no sense that I have flour that I'm not using to its full potential. My kids absolutely love when I make homemade bread, and so that is one of the things that I'm planning to do, is to challenge myself each week to make a new type of bread. If they love it, then why not use it, right? So I am going to be making a list of some of the things that I plan to pick up from the grocery store when we do go and get things that my daughter needs or wants for her birthday. And I'm going to just make sure that we're very aware of what we get, salad greens, those type of things that we need. And alright, so I thought it would be a little bit easier for me to actually come to you guys inside of my pantry. So never mind all of the things that are just everywhere, but I really wanted to show you guys this for a reason. This is basically, I have a pantry, but this is my storage pantry. So this is where I store kind of my canned goods and my overflow, like pasta and rice and all those things. So in this pantry, I have all of my, you know, the cowboy candy, the pepper jelly and all the things. But I also have some bulk items that I had purchased from As Your Standard. Some steel cut oats. I also have some of these. I actually have this little bit left, but then I have a larger jar that I don't want to try to pick up because I'm sitting on the floor and I may knock everything down. That I really, really need to go through. And on top of that, I really need to go through this pantry and just really clear everything out. So that is going to be my goal. You know, yes, saving money when it comes to grocery shopping, using the things I have, but really just kind of taking inventory of the things that I need, because you'd be amazed when you go through the things that you have in your pantry, what you can actually use towards meals, and even not just towards, you know, meals that you normally eat, but also finding new meals. Sometimes we get stuck in, you know, oh my gosh, we're eating the same thing over and over again. So I really want to kind of get into maybe, you know, trying some different meals, and maybe some of the ingredients that I have, I can use for that. This big bag of steel cut oats, I'd actually purchased that because I wanted to make some make-ahead breakfast casseroles or breakfast bakes, and so I'm definitely going to be trying that. And maybe using some of the grape jelly that I made, that I have canned, to maybe go in that or something. So that is my goal. Maybe $40 every 2 weeks, which gives me $20 every week for produce and dairy items. And just making sure that we take inventory of what we have in our pantry that we can go ahead and get used up, and that we can, you know, because we want as little waste as possible. So anyway, that's all I have. I just kind of wanted to chat with you guys about that, because I do plan each week to kind of show you guys our journey, make some meals with you all so that you can kind of see how we're going through everything and what we're going through. And for the most part, just sticking with this. Last year it was really, really good. I think last year, I don't know, I want to say we got through the full 2 months. Maybe it was a week that we didn't get through because we were away or something. I don't really remember, honestly. Or this year, not last year. So yeah, we're excited. I'm excited to get some of this stuff used up. I'm excited to get in here and clear some of the things in here out, because eventually what I really want this pantry to be, it's not a huge pantry, but I can actually put some shelving on either side. You guys can't see it, but on either side of this, maybe some metal shelving or some type of shelving to where I can actually store more of my canned goods, because I only have 2 shelves in here, and so that's not going to be enough to store everything. I have some of my smaller kitchen appliances and different things in here that I probably need to move out. I have some overhead cabinets in my kitchen that I can use for storage space, and so I just really need to work on using my space a little bit more wisely when it comes to the things that I have, so that I am able to can. I actually use one of my bottom cabinets for some of my canned goods. And also some of the things that I can, like I actually canned potatoes earlier this year, and I'm just not a huge fan of them. I think that I may have cooked them a little too long, and so they're a little more mushy than I like. So I'm not giving up on potatoes. We are going to be trying to grow potatoes in our spring garden, or in our, you know, upcoming garden season. I don't know if I'm going to, you know, give a whole bed to it, but I definitely want to put some in the ground. Part of that also is that I don't have a huge space for curing, you know, like onions, garlic, potatoes. So I want to be really conscious of how much I grow, because I don't want to grow those things and then I can't get to them, and then that's food waste as well. So even if I can grow enough and maybe give some away, you know, for fresh eating or whatever, then that would work as well. But definitely a lot of things that we're thinking about putting into the garden, and expanding the garden, and just getting some things on our shelves. So yeah, I'm excited. And if you're going to be doing the same challenge, or if this challenge intrigues you, I'm actually going to put the video from Jessica, Three Rivers Homestead. I'm going to put that in my description box. Let me know in the comments if you are planning to go along with this, or if you'd like to know more, because I think it's going to be amazing, and I'm really excited to get started. So anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I hope that something that I've said encouraged you, or helped you in your journey, and so I will speak to you guys again soon. Until then, make it a great day. Bye, friends.